What's good, everybody? I'm TJB and welcome back to my Saturday Specials beat making series. So today I have a early 80s jazz fusion record. The goal is to make something a little bit more on the spacier and more atmospheric side. I asked my girlfriend earlier what kind of beat she wanted to hear today, and she wanted something a little more on the spacey atmospheric side, so we're gonna do our best to fulfill that. One of these songs has a little, I guess like a break in the middle of it I'm gonna record in, and it's mostly guitar and a little bit of bass, and I'm gonna slow it down quite a bit. I think it's gonna meet the criteria of today's beat pretty well. So I'm gonna throw this on the record player, get recorded in the MPC, and I guess we'll see how it goes. But real quick, before we get in the video, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment, let me know what you think of the beat. As usual, if you like these videos and the beats that I make, I got a ton of my music available on streaming. I'll range from my instrumental projects to projects I've made with my rapper friends. And speaking of, me and my guy Landon Ledesma have a new song called Reflections coming out very soon. It's actually off one of the beats I made for this series, also called Reflections. Links to all my socials and where you can find everything on streaming is in the description and a pinned comment down in the comments. As always, all the support is greatly appreciated. Now let's get back in the video. Alright, got the sample recorded in, let's get to slicing. I think this might be the chop. Something along those lines. There's a little saxophone part a little bit later on, which could be used as a nice hook section, but I don't know, the time signature is a little weird, and like where I have the melody slice, so it might be a little bit hard to flip it. For right now, this is a good starting point. All right, so the sample might actually just be a little bit too slow. I try to keep things from going below 60 BPM, and that's about where we were gonna be. So I'm gonna time stretch this a little bit by about 114%, and that should fix things. Maybe a little bit less. Slow it down again by about, let's go 94%. We're about 66 BPM now. That's perfect. I see there's some effects we can add. Might want to add a kill EQ. I'm not sure what kind of bass I want to run with, or if I just want to run with the bass that's already in there, but we'll see. Can always add it back in later. Added a kill EQ, a reverb, and a chorus. Like I said, I can always take the kill EQ out later. And then I added the reverb and the chorus, kind of playing more of the spacey feel of it. I like the loop so far. I think the next step is to find some drums. Alright, got some drums picked out. They're a little bit more on the trappier side this time. I'm trying to go for a little bit more of a mechanical feel with these today. this hi-hat down a couple semis. There. Gotta fix some of these notes from the off snare. Also probably gonna add a little bit of color for the main hat. All right, then I think I'm gonna make a little bit of an 8-bar loop out of this too by adding a slight variation to the end of the 8th bar. And then here's how that all sounds together. All right, I like those drums so far. I wasn't sure where to go from here, to be honest. I think a pad would also sound pretty good on this. And I think instead of having like a verse hook section, I think we just keep adding things to the beat over the course of 32 bars. But for now, I think the next step I want to do is try to add some bass. All right, for the bass, I think I'm gonna try to start with the sampled bass and we'll go from there. And pretty much what I'm gonna be doing with the sampled bass is I'm gonna copy the track that we already just chopped. And then we'll keep the low end out of the track we just chopped up earlier. And then for the new track we just brought in, we'll cut out all the high end and we can kind of beef up the bass that way. All right, so we got our track duplicated and then we're gonna add some effects. We got the kill EQ set to anything above 279 Hertz. Got an enhancer, a compressor, and a mother ducker. I like how that turned out. It's pretty good. I think this would be pretty cool if we switch between the sample bass and we add our own 808. Clean up these notes a little bit because I'm not perfect. All right, all coming together quite nicely so far. I think all we gotta do right now is add a couple extra synth instruments. So I think one of those first synth instruments we can add is a pad. All right, I think that's the one. Pump this volume all the way up. And then probably add a mother ducker too. There. And I think I'm just gonna mirror the bass notes. I just kinda want this to be a background piece. It's all coming together how I hoped it to. It's nice to see my little idea fleshed out with like how I want the track to evolve. I think this pad sounds pretty nice. I'm gonna do some messing around real quick, and maybe there's some extra keys or something I can add just to add a finishing touch to it. But if not, we're pretty close right now as it is. See if our native instruments packs have anything for us. I think that's the one. Okay, let's see how that sounds. I like that. It sounds pretty good on its own. It has a little bit of flavor to it, and I think that's nice. I think it's gonna sound really good right here when we take out like the high end of the sample with the like sampled bass. Then it all comes back to this part where it's just the 808 with the sample. And I think with that, I think this beat's done. Really happy with how it turned out. Like I said earlier, the assignment was to make something a little bit more spacey and a little bit more atmospheric. I think we mostly did that. It was a little more upbeat than what my girlfriend was looking for, but I think we'll live with it. I guess in review, so we started with that sample. It was a really nice guitar loop and had a nice little bass line with it. Functionally brought in a 2-bar loop, chopped up a 4-bar sample that we stretched into an 8-bar loop, and we added a bunch of other instruments on top of it. So after we got the sample chopped down, we added some more trappier drums. I don't know, just wanted something more robotic in your face, and I think that turned out nice, especially for like the more spacey and atmospheric feel we were going for. Did some things to beef up the sampled bass by duplicating the track and like adding compressors and stuff to make it shine through a little bit more. And then we added our own 808 bass, and then we added that synth pad and the little keys to kind of fill out more melodic pieces around that original 4-bar loop that we had. And then, like I said earlier, once we're arranging this in Ableton, we can not necessarily have like hook and verse sections, but just kind of have this longer beat that just kind of builds upon itself. And I'm looking forward to putting this together. But anyways, I'm gonna go get this mix, master, and arrange in Ableton. Really appreciate if you made it this far. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the beat. I guess let me know if you think I hit the more atmospheric, spacey vibe with this. As usual, if you like these videos and the beats that I make, I got a ton of my music available on streaming, all ranging from my instrumental projects to projects with my rapper friends. And I'm also having a new song with my guy Lennon Ledesma coming out soon called Reflections. It was actually one of the beats I made for this series, also called Reflections. If you want to go back and check that out as well, that'd be appreciated. Links to all my socials and where you can find all my music on my website is in the description and a pinned comment down in the comments. As always, all support is greatly appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one.